Apple's latest release, the AI-enhanced iPhone 16, that terminal object that encourages the worship of Steve Jobs, it's seen a faster uptake than its predecessor, the iPhone 15. Tim Cook recently highlighted this promising sales momentum, with fourth quarter revenue exceeding forecasts of $93 billion. This initial success is largely attributed to Apple's strategic focus on Apple Intelligence, this gallimacious nonsense to do with AI and embedded directly into the iPhone's operating system rather than as a standalone software. The new features such as email rephrasing tools have spurred customer interest, with downloads of the updated OS reportedly double those of last year. Of course, for people like me, it's going to play even more havoc with spelling than the present iPhone. I find it so irritating how this how what is essentially a cursorial device, a device for walking, can take control over my spelling and my use of words, and can tell me that I'm wrong when I know I'm just possibly being mildly eccentric, but I'm not wrong. And it irritates me that, for example, if I key in the titles to these YouTube videos in my iPhone, inevitably the iPhone will change the words that I'm writing in, and I will suddenly find Axel becomes Alec or something absurd. I don't look really after I've typed in. I know that I type correctly, and I find it really irritating to find that the phone thinks it is more intelligent than I am. Despite these gains, in fact, frankly, I just want to throw I want to throw my iPhone away sometimes. Despite these gains, some cracks in Apple's outlook emerged during a recent earnings call, and revenue forecasts for the holiday season reflects cautious optimism, projecting low to mid-single-digit growth, a modest expectation that actually falls short of analyst hopes of a 6.65 rise. Sales in China have gone down by nearly 1% to $15.3 billion, compared apparently there's an after dip in Apple shares as a result, as competition and regulatory hurdles seem to be mounting. Apple's pivot towards AI is central to its long-term vision, investing $9.45 million in capital expenditure, albeit more conservatively than rivals such as Meta and Microsoft, and this includes a blend of in-house silicon and third-party data centers, emphasizing privacy alongside technological innovation. Meanwhile, Apple services, including iCloud and Apple Music, chiz we hate, set a revenue record at $24.97 billion, even as iPad and wearable sales lagged. Cook's remarks underscore Apple's cautious but steady advancement into AI, aiming to embed intelligence seamlessly into its ecosystem. I would much rather have the option of knowing that I am using AI or not using AI, thereby ensuring the security standards Apple users have come to expect, or rather the overwhelming control that Apple users have come to expect. When you've got an Apple in your hand, it's as if you think you are a phone. I don't know if there's a word for that. There is a word for people who think they are cats. Somebody was wasn't there a thing in the news not so long ago about a child in a school who wished to self-identify as a cat? It may seem unusual, but there's actually a word to describe that. It's gallianthropy. I don't think there's a word to describe somebody who thinks that they're an iPhone. Maybe there should be. Whether this dual strategy of steady AI integration and maintaining premium hardware will sustain long-term growth remains the key question, particularly given the company's ambitious revenue expectations in an increasingly competitive market. But, you have to think. The iPhone works. The iPad, what do you call it? The computer, the Apple computer, is increasingly failing because the software which comes with it doesn't work anymore. The Safari system fails, and fails to interact with the other systems in the toolbox, because Apple has created enemies in the workplace, and people don't seem to want to work with Apple. I think that's a big disadvantage.